Right, Happy New Year everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm filming this video today because I'm going to make a recap of 2017, just some highlights of the year for me. First of all, we'll start the year off. April was a good month for me. Bryce and I moved back in together. We got a flat, we moved in with two girls that already lived at the flat, Olivia and Nicole, and they are just perfect. They are great. We all have a ball, we get on really well, we have like movie night, games night, what else do we do? Like singing and dancing and laughing, just superb flatmates. So April was really good to move into the flat and be back in the flat life and living with them. Moving on to May. So we moved into the flat on April 29th, then on May, what date did we leave? I think it was like May 20th, something around there. Bryce and I went on our first long flight from New Zealand to Bali. That took 9 hours. I really enjoyed the flight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I slept on the plane. He doesn't sleep on the plane, but it was really good because we were just in an economy, but we got the whole 3 seats. So he was by the window, I was in the middle, and then I had a spare seat next to me. So we got to Bali. It was boiling hot. We were like, oh my gosh, there's so many people, it's so hot. And I was sweating because we'd just been on the plane. I was all lethargic watching movies, but it was good. We got picked up from the airport, which we thought was only going to be by the people from where we were staying, but our friend Philippa met us there too, so that was really exciting. So Philippa and Regan were meeting us in Bali because we went over originally for a wedding, and anyway, they met us, and then so we were all staying together. So we stayed in Simyak. That was good. We explored around, went to Simyak, we went to Kuta, we went to Nusa Dua, we went to Ubud, we went to the Monkey Forest. Yeah, it was good. It was a good holiday. It was Bryce and I's first overseas holiday together, just the two of us. Like, you know, obviously we were with other people, but it was more just the two of us. So that was good. That was May. But after our holiday in May, we obviously came back to the flat because that's where we live now. And then what happened? What happened? You know, just living normal life in May, and then June, July. My birthday's in July. That's always good. I turned 22 this year. It was a good day, you know, just like every other birthday, I guess. August was another good month for me. I celebrated a year at my job. I'm a flight attendant, so that was good. That was another good milestone of the year. But at the end of August, I went on the trip of a lifetime. My friend Indy and I, we flew to Paris. We had 3 days in Paris. That was my first, like, biggest flight. That was 27 hours of flying from New Zealand to Paris. We flew 3 hours to Sydney and then 15 to Dubai. That flight killed me. And then, I know, I'm a flight attendant, but that flight killed me. It's way different to the type of flying that I do. 15 to Dubai and then 6 to Paris. So we went to Paris. We were in Paris for 3 days. That was really good. We went up the Champs-Élysées. We went up the Champs-Élysées, the Arc de Triomphe. I really enjoyed that. And of course up the Eiffel Tower. Then we flew to Edinburgh. We did a road trip around Scotland and England. So we started in Edinburgh, then we went to St Andrews. We went to the big, you know, golf green. That was interesting. Then we went to Lefana. We went to Inverness and went to the Loch Ness Monster Lake. We drove past it, got a photo outside, you know, as you do. Then we went to Glasgow, York. Like in York, they have all cobbled stone roads, and we went down this alley where Diagon Alley of Harry Potter, where they kind of got the idea from. There was this Harry Potter shop down there, and that was very interesting. We got a chocolate shot down this street called Shameless, and it's got it's all chocolate, even the wee cup, so you like scowl back the chocolate and then eat the cup. That was delicious. We then went to, after York, we went to Basingstoke, and then from Basingstoke, Indy and I caught the train into London, and we went to Waterloo, Waterloo baby, now Waterloo, Waterloo. We went to Waterloo station, and we went to London for the day. So we went to Oxford Terrace, did some shopping, bought a wee bit in Topshop. We went to on the London Eye. We went on this like ride, and you're sitting in this wee cart thing, and it's got chains, and it takes you up really, really high, and then you spin around. I loved it, but Indy did not. She hated it, but it was fun. And then we trained so we went trained to Basingstoke, went to London for the day, and then we had to get to Bristol because we were flying out of Bristol to Rome the next day at 3 AM. So we had to try and find a train that went to Bristol, and being from little old New Zealand, where actually in the city that I live in we don't have trains, it was a wee bit difficult. But we worked it out and we got there. We ended up having to train to 2 different stations. I think we ended up having to catch 2 different trains to get us there before, like earlier, if that makes sense. I don't really know. We made it though, so that was good. So we went to Bristol, and then from Bristol we flew to Rome. We had 2 days in Rome. We went we did quite a bit of shopping actually. But we didn't really do too much in those 2 days that we were there, just kind of looked around a wee bit, went to the Spanish Steps. I'm squinting because it's quite bright, sorry. The next day, on day 3, we had to be at port, and we were going on a cruise. We were going on a cruise around the Greek islands, and the cruise was just awesome. That was a highlight of the trip. So on the cruise we went to Sicily, Mykonos, Rhodes, Santorini, Athens, and Naples, and it was really good. It was a 9-day cruise with 2 days at sea. You know, if you haven't been on a cruise, it was my first time. What happens is the boat travels at night time, and so it travels at night time, and then it like berths at 6 AM or 7 AM at each place, and you've got maybe about 8 hours at each destination, and it's quite good. And then you have to be back on the boat, and on the boat they've got like a movie theatre, a show theatre. They had 3 swimming pools, hydro slide, rock climbing, mini golf. It was really good. The food was to die for. Good old Levana packed on a few kgs, but we're slowly working to get that off. New year, new me. Yeah, that was the cruise. I did quite a bit of shopping. I was away for 4 weeks altogether. But yeah, it was really good. So after the cruise, it finished back at Rome, and then we had another 2 days in Rome, and we did like the hop on hop off. So we went to the Colosseum, we went to the Vatican, did all the touristy stuff, you know. It was really good. So then we got back on the plane and flew back home. I was quite lucky. I didn't get very bad jet lag on the way back home, so that's good. Apparently it's a lot harder going over than it is coming back, so that's good. So that was my August-September 4 weeks. So I got back on the 23rd of September, so I missed Bryce's birthday, but we did a wee celebration when I got back anyway. And then another highlight of 2017 was November. In November I started my YouTube channel, so I'm slowly building it up, adding a few videos here and there for a bit of a hobby. I'll make a video on why I started YouTube, but yeah, that's what happened in November. And then lastly, to finish off the year, we have December, and December's always a good year because it has Christmas. So Christmas this year, we woke up at probably about, what time did we wake up? We woke up at 7:30, Bryce and I did. The 2 girls that we live with are primary school teachers, so they are on school holidays, so they go and visit their families around, you know, they go on holidays during this time, so Bryce and I actually had the flat to ourselves. So we woke up at 7:30, got ready. We didn't open our presents because we were going to his parents' house and had to be there by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? 8:30. I think it was 8:30. We were running a wee bit late. I think we got there at 8:45. So it must have been 8:30 that we needed to be there. And then we did presents with his family. It was really cute. We were so spoiled. We had a nice breakfast that his parents prepared, and then we went to my mum's house at 12:30 for lunch. So we had lunch, you know, Christmas lunch. My parents have a pool and it was 31 degrees here where I live, so we played in the swimming pool, and my older sister and her boyfriend and Bryce and my little sister, we all did water volleyball, and that was really fun. And then we finished off at my parents' house and we went back to Bryce's parents for dinner. So it was a full day of eating, but it was well worth it and a very good Christmas. We were very spoiled and once again packed on a few kgs. So that pretty much wraps up my year. I really wanted to make this video so I could look back on my 2017 and see all the things that I achieved, because memories always stay, but you know, with busy lives and busy schedules you do forget things. So that's what I did, and I hope you all had a good, safe 2017, and we'll bring on 2018. I just want to talk about my New Year's resolutions for last year. Was to save money for my trip. I can tick that one off because I did that and went successfully on the trip. It was to be a kinder person. I think that that's one I've brought over to this year, because you know, you don't know what people are going through and you don't know what they've been through, so I think it's just good to be kind to everyone. And although I'm not like mean, I can be quite bossy, I guess, so I do need to work on that a wee bit more. So I've brought that one over to 2018. Obviously it's always good to save money, so I've brought that one over as well. I would like to have just a healthier lifestyle and a more active lifestyle in 2018, so that is one of my New Year's resolutions for this year. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this wee recap of my 2017. Thanks for watching. I hope the quality's alright. It is quite sunny here today and I know I am squinting a wee bit, but that's okay, you can look past that. Yeah, I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas, New Year and 2017. Let's bring on 2018. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Bye!